Hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is the community video for, what was last month? March of 2024. We're getting all this right? Of course, it's a little bit late and I do apologize for that, but some stuff came up. You would have seen it if you were on the Patreon, so they know what it's all about anyway. And the first person to write in is Fruity. And it's, hey Romer, I recently finished Princess Peach Showtime. It was really fun. A side note, if you play it, I don't feel like you have to complete everything. There's more to do than I initially thought, but it's fun to try. I'm also watching Let's Play Return to Twilight Princess. What? With Let's Plays before, I usually would skip the parts of the game that I was interested in seeing a reaction to, but I've been watching your full Let's Play and they are amazing. Thank you so much. I actually can't believe someone's watching that. It was one of my favorite playthroughs I've ever done. I was impatient before, but the full Let's Play experience has really helped me appreciate the slower parts of games because you keep it really interesting and fun. That's so good to hear. Outside of this, I'm just working, trying to get better at constantly working out. I need to get better at that. And gaming my free time, it's finally starting to warm up a little where I live, so I'm looking forward to going more on hikes this year. I'm not an avid hiker or adventurer. Where I go, anxiety comes with me. Of course, same here. And I do love a good peaceful walk in the mountains or woods. I wish we had kind of mountains or woods around where I was. One of my favorite things to do is go on walks around my neighborhood with headphones and listen to music. I love dance, disco, and pop, alternative and K-pop music. And if I'm in the mood for songs with lyrics, or listen to video game or anime soundtracks depending on my mood. Really neat. I started a thing where I'll wave and say hi to people and maybe start a small conversation. I always like to people watch. Humans are so fascinating and fun to watch, and I think it's we all like to observe in some way. This is so true. It sounds like to other people I'd be like, that's weird. Like whenever I'm like having coffee with a friend, like everyone does it. Like we just don't put a name on it sometimes, but everyone sits there and goes, well, look at that girl with the dog. Look at that guy with this. Everyone does that. People are very fascinating. I always felt so awkward looking at someone, then looking away or pretending I'm looking at something else, but I didn't know I was looking at them. But I have since shifted my perspective and realized that it feels a lot less awkward for me to wave and say hi. I love feeling connected to other people in some way. I usually remember the random people that seem friendly to me and help me brighten my day. So now I'm trying to be more like those people and maybe help brighten other people's days even if just for a little bit. That's such a good thing to be like, because I actually I'm a big fan of saying hi to people sometimes as well. It can get very awkward and sometimes you just want to avoid people. I'm kind of in a stage now where I'm very, very closed in myself. But I'm so happy for you. I hope it keeps up. It is hard as well with anxiety to do this, and that's a big step, especially if you do have anxiety, Fruity. I'm so happy for you. I really am very happy for you. Malcolm Conde. I'm relatively new to the channel. I only found around the start of the first Danganronpa playthrough. Malcolm, so you've been around for actually quite a bit, I'd say. By then, I was still in the middle of my studies. It feels like a long time ago now, but I'm not actually that far back. It's crazy for me to think that I am now finishing my first ever month of work as an English teacher, and God, it's harder than I expected, so it's nice to have your videos to help me through sometimes. At first, they helped me when I was past exams, and now they help me when I'm writing one. Time flies, and you deserve the recognition for not giving up for the past almost 10 years. 3,000 videos, that's crazy to me. You're really inspired to not give up. Have I done 3,000 videos? Malcolm. Wow. Can I be honest with you, Malcolm? I don't think there was only certain days. Last year, I think I was hey, we might end the channel next year, and now I'm in a second wind. So don't worry about that. But I'm glad I did continue the channel. I think sometimes it is difficult because you kind of feel it's easier to give up. But I'm glad I didn't give up in the end. I really am glad. I'm very happy for you as well that everything's going pretty well, Malcolm. Leanne. Hey, Romer, I've been replaying the Tuo series, and I'm currently on the embodiment of Scarlet Devil. Tuo is honestly so much fun, but it isn't for everyone since it's a bullet hell. Whoa. And though it could be considered one of the easier ones, many people can't beat it, and it has been something I definitely dedicated my life and my time when I was a kid to learning and being able to beat. The story, the music, and characters are what really always brings me back to the series. Sorry, I just heard a car outside, and I thought it was my PC. I was like, oh god. At the same time, I'm cleaning up my thesis to turn in a sample paper for my graduate school applications and applying for a job, hopefully get museum experience and bolster my resume. I hope everything works out for you. I mean it 1,000 times over. I hope everything works out for you. Because it is difficult to get into the workforce, but once you're there, I feel like it gets a little bit easier, but it never gets fully easy. So if things don't go too well, freaking hell, man, don't feel too bad about it. Don't feel too bad about it. Victoria. Hi, Romer. I know I'm fairly new, so maybe a little intro. I'm from Midwest in the States. Oh, wow. And I rent a tiny house for myself with 2 cats. I'd love a tiny house, Victoria. Victoria, I would love a tiny house. That sounds amazing. It's in the friend's backyard, and there are chickens. Some call me Tori, Victoria, or T. There's chickens. Victoria, you just bragging? This sounds amazing. I've been playing computer games since I was a kid. I love all kinds of art, tattoos, heavy metal, yes! anime and vinyl records. You don't have to include any of this in the video. Oh, you don't want me to include any of this in the video? As far as games go, if you want me to cut it out, just let me know. I think it's interesting. You don't have to include it. I'll message Victoria and find out if she wants it to be in the video. That's what I'll do. As far as games goes, I'm really into Detroit Become Human, Frostpunk, and Honkai Star Rail lately. I also have been going through Dark Urge to play a Dark Urge playthrough on Baldur's Gate 3. I want to replay Baldur's Gate 3 at some point too. The only problem is that like I did a very honorable playthrough, but I watched Kyle Bosman do a very dark playthrough. So I'm wondering like if I've seen too much. Maybe, we'll see. A lot of characters in my playthrough died and left the party, so we'll see. I recently bought a clay kit, so I've been playing with clay and making a bunch of tiny stuff like stars and moons just to have something to do that's away from the computer screen, so that's fun. I'm trying to get into that too. I think I'm going to start getting back into reading maybe. I'm also writing a book and co-authoring a fanfic with my best friend. I've been writing since high school, but I'm trying to take it seriously now, and I actually finished the project and maybe published it or something. In January, I went to see Genshin Symphony performance in Chicago, which is a really cool experience. I've never seen a live symphony before. Seeing all these Genshin fans in one place is pretty neat too. That is pretty sweet, especially like when sometimes it can be not a good experience going to a place with all the same fans. Sometimes you can like take you out of the fan base because you're like, I thought this would be cooler. But I'm really happy that worked out for you. Yeah, if you don't want me to include that stuff, I'll message you. And we'll see, like, this the first part. If not, people are going to be like, what was she talking about? If she didn't want it included, it's none of your business. That's all I'll say. Jew Piker says, hey Romer, I've been a tad vocal about this ever since it started, so I hope I haven't talked too much about it. But as you may know, I've been working on a video game since about a few years ago. I remember you talking about this. Concept-wise, it takes inspiration from games I love. Undertale, cool. Deltarune, cool. Danganronpa, cool. Xenoblade, cool. Persona, cool. Pokemon, cool. Zelda, cool. Ace Attorney, cool. Omori, cool. Hollow Knight, cool. Binding of Isaac, never played. Are a few examples. It's shaping up to look a bit of a mix between Undertale and Danganronpa so far, with a hint of Breath of the Wild. That sounds absolutely mad and incredible. Anyways, what I recently worked on for it is a lot of technical business. I made a basis for a custom battle system, a lot of various ways to interact with objects in the overworld, pouch systems, items, and I made more final design of the protagonist, Sheikah. Pretend there's an image attached to a cool guy because I don't think I can attach the image here, sadly. Wow, that's really cool, actually. That's a cool guy that you attached there. As far as games I've played myself, I've been playing Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch in my free time. When I'm not working or doing homework or working on my game, it reminds me a lot of Yokai Watch and Fantasy Life, both very underrated series. It scratches a little itch of mine. Thank you so much for that comment as well. Yeah, that sounds really cool. If you ever want me to put your game on the channel and play it a bit or whatever, let me know and we can definitely do that. You talked about it before. It actually sounds really, really cool. Sounds really cool what you're about to be making. But that, guys, is the community video. Thank you so much for submitting. To submit for the community video, you have to do the $15 tier, and at the $15 tier, you also get to do the community video, but you also get a personal message from me every month that is usually tailored to you. I think people could say that it's very tailored to the person themselves and experiences we've had maybe in chat or in whatever. You can opt out of that as well. You can say I don't want that if it's too awkward for you. And also you get your named out in every single video I do on the channel. No matter what it is, you will get your name read out in a video. Like it just literally whatever video it is. If I make a 2-second video, it's going to take up another 10 seconds reading out the baby gangsta names like this. Typhiro 2, Jamie Bull, Janet the Banana, Normal Kara, Rachel S, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, George Candelaria, Eskun, Yuled, Radish, Pokegirl, Tedder, Fruity, Orange Bang, Summer Oasis, and Death Trap. It's hard to believe that just last year we were only saying Typhiro 2 and Jamie Bull. Guys, I'll see you all very, very soon, and I hope you all have a fantastic week. And enjoy. We're getting into tomorrow will be the start of the weekend of like what I like to say is kind of like the super content, the super videos, when we upload like 8 videos over the weekend and they're all like big long gameplay videos. So I hope you guys are excited for that. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye bye.